Selamat sejahtera. My name is Shinda Anak Perempuan Lap. My number metric is 271607. I come from semester 4. My course is development management. I come from Gogi student. First of all, I want to explain about Constructions Project. Constructions Project is the organized process of constructing, renovating, rebuilding like buildings, structure or infrastructure. The project process typically starts with an overarching requirement, which is developed through the creations of a brief, uh, feasibility studies, option studies, design, financings, and constructions. Constructions projects are typically on-off. That is a project team, brief, and finance and put together to produce unique design that deliver and a single project. Constructions process. The process of purchase begins with a client who has need for a facility. The nature of risk is influenced by this process of purchasing constructions. In construction, since the items purchased into produce, uh, there are many complex issues which can lead to failures to complete the project in a functional and timely manner. Project to recycles. The first one is conceptual phase, second planning phase, third executive phase, and last one terminations. The for conceptual phase, this means determine that a project is needed, establish goal, estimate the resource that the organization is willing to commit, sell the organizations of the need for a project approach, make key personal appointments. For planning phase, define the project organization approach, define project target, prepare the schedules for execution phase, define and allocate tasks and resource, build the project team. For execution phase, this one is perform the work of the project like designs, constructions, project, site activations, testing, delivery, and so on. And then lastly is terminations. Termination is instant in transfer of project product, transfer humans or non-human resource to other organizations, transfer for complete commitment. Next, I want to present about activity invoice during constructions project. This activity was support a planning to be a success. So I give an example of this activity like construction supervisions, preliminaries, demolitions, excavations and foundations, consecrate the brickwork, finishes, NME work, internal work, constructions activities, variations order, progress payments, certificates of practical completions, certificate of fitness. All activity was important in construction projects because cannot miss which one activities for become a great projects of a success project. Who are the key players in a construction project? So these are questions. There are many stakeholder organizations in the architecture, engineering, and constructions AEGC industry. So here I give example of key player, the owner, employer, the designer or estimator, like architect, planner, CNS engineer, M&E engineer, and OS the contractor. So this the example of key player in construction project. Next slide is about plannings, project and controlling. For part of plannings, project planning is a discipline for starting how to complete a project within a certain time frame, usually with defined state and with decided resource. One view of project planning divide the activity into setting objectives. This should be measurables, identifying deliverables, planning the schedules, making supporting plans. Next is about project controlling procedures. There have five procedure in controlling lights, project plans, project implementations, measurements of performance, project control, and project updating. Next is about elements of project controlling. For example, forecastings, tools, budgets, milestone, and action plan. In conclusions, when we think about a successful project, we think about a project that meets the given standard, is finished in time and within the budget. These goals are indeed needed to be researched for a project to success in the eyes of a stakeholder. A TOS project must meet their cost, time, and quality targets. Broader success criteria need to relate to the project's primary objective, to aspect of this screams delivery that which provide the recipient's benefit. The lastly, all the components like uh, planning, controlling, or key prayer, and so on is the components that importance to um, success uh, constructions projects. That's so on for me. Thank you.